Let's move on.
Lakers and Rockets, man.
Is there really much to talk about in that one?
Only reason I brought up the only, and like I told you in the game, I told you
I think
Rockets
we
were
go
gonna
right
smack
to the
them.
Nuggets one.
Hold on, the only
Yeah.
no, we gotta talk about one thing. JJ Redick. How do we feel? My thing with the Lakers, it's like, and this is my thing with like the media. To me, it feels like, yo, JJ, because do you listen to some of his post games?
Yeah.
He be talking so tough sometimes. Like,
But he
like one of them like he about to Bobby Knight motherfuckers. You feel me?
Yeah.
Bobby Knight from Indiana back in the day, who's just like, I'm gonna run you guys in the ground. We gonna do defensive. You ain't gonna touch the basketball. Like the way he talks, especially after the Christmas game, the way he was talking, like, yeah, Saturday's gonna. I think it was at the Christmas game. Like, yeah, Saturday's gonna be an uncomfortable practice. You know, it's the same guys like giving effort on defense. And I'm like, part of my head, I was like, yeah, you saying all the right shit. Like, that's the shit a coach is supposed to say.
Right.
To the players.
Yeah. Not to
Why
us.
are you telling the media that?
Yeah. Don't
like,
talk tough to us.
It's like
because to us, they only look like this because you're not pushing defense.
I don't think it's that. I just think the roster is, as we have talked about before, the roster is not designed to lock shit up.
No.
That roster is designed for 2 to 3 guys to go get a bucket.
But also,
rest of y'all better hit them kick out threes.
But also,
that's what the roster is designed for.
If LeBron and Luka giving minimal effort, then they definitely can't win. And that's who he was talking about.
When he said the 2 people, the same guys, yeah, it's the 41-year-old that can't play defense anymore, and it's the young 25, 26-year-old that just does not play defense. It's already hard enough, even when you had a defensive anchor.
But it's because they have so much to do on offense because the team is ass.
Listen to me.
No,
I hear that.
Effort. No, defense is effort. So I totally understand where you're about to go with it. You could play harder on defense, but at the same time, these motherfuckers are playing. They already injury prone. I put LeBron in that injury prone.
Yeah, he's 41, bro.
Now. So like
he's 41.
Like the more they giving, the easier it's gonna be to lose them.
I'll say this,
and I think that's how they feel.
That's definitely how they feel. Yeah. My only rebuttal to that is, Jokic isn't a great defender, but he ain't the cone that Luka and LeBron are.
Yeah, for sure.
And the one thing that I give Jokic credit for, Jokic understands that he ain't no shot blocker.
Mm-mm.
He ain't gonna slide his feet. But you know what he did to help make up for his defensive liability? He has become the best. In my opinion, he's become the best rebounder in the league.
Yeah,
he crashes the fuck out of the boards, both sides.
Yep.
And if you're not going to be the guy to lock down the defender, you better get your ass on the board and give them one shot.
He's still clogging up space down there.
He
might not be a shot blocker, but he's still 7 feet, and he's still down there, and he's still going to stop some guys from going down there.
And my thing with the Lakers and the JJ Redick situation, even before Luka got there with AD, when AD was there, this team was a defensive liability. They won in 2020 off the strength of AD. I feel like he got robbed. He should have won Defensive Player of the Year in 2020 because that team was shit on defense. But AD was so great in his KG role, playing safety and telling guys where to go and blocking shots, being able to switch out on the pick and roll on guards. When AD took a little bit of injuries and a little bit of a backstep on defense, you saw the Lakers defense collapse wholeheartedly.
Yeah, for sure.
They still had that shadow because, again, my favorite player is Bron. That motherfucker has not played defense since he got in LA.
He ain't played defense in 10 years. He stopped playing defense that last season in Cleveland.
Yeah, and see, when you talked about like, oh, Luka and Bron have so much to do, that's why they're not playing defense.
No, you still play defense.
But 18, I would have been fine with using that excuse. Literally in 18
he
on the cast, he quite literally, and even then, he still, even though he wasn't first team all defense, he was still playing defense.
Oh, he's still playing. Yeah, but he was. That's when you saw him start to like not go for certain things. It's like, oh,
which I understand. But if I have to drop 40 points for my team to be competitive, I'm not gonna give you the 110. I'm gonna give you like 85 on defense, and I'll give you 100 when it's the last.
That's the only way. That's the only way to be able to pull off what he did.
With Luka and JJ and that whole situation, I think it really does come down to it is effort. I mean, at the end of the day, their team is you can survive a lineup having one defensive liability. You have 4 other guys to protect one guy being a liability. If you have 2 guys on the perimeter who are liabilities, you're fucked. Because now it's literally, I'm going to put you on the pick and roll. I'm attacking both of y'all.
Yeah.
And the sad part is, in defense, when you scramble and you have to rotate, so like, if me and you are matched up, but through the floor of the game, you're running off screens, or someone got beat and I had to help, so I'm no longer on you. That's scrambling.
Yeah.
Bron and Luka fucking suck at that.
Yeah.
They'll get all if they won't cover their new man. They won't cover the help side properly.
Yep.
They won't even box out. So when you don't do that, like that stuff that doesn't show up in the stat sheet, like sure, there's been a couple games I think I've seen Luka have like 3-4 steals. You're like, oh, okay, he played defense. No. If you watch the game, yes, he got those steals. But how many of those possessions I just talked about in scramble mode or help side did he not get over on his rotation in time?
Yep.
Right? How many times did that happen?
A lot.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it really comes down to effort, and they're gonna score points, but if they don't defend, like they're not gonna be good. And again, that's why no one, like as good as their record will be, no one will really consider them contenders, because it's like when it gets to the playoffs and this becomes a half court game, and y'all boys got to sit down in that stance for 24 seconds, y'all are fucked.
Yep.
And I can beat you. So that's why I think people don't see them as contenders, and that's why I say like. It's not so much on JJ. Like, I'm not gonna like. I don't know what a coach can do to like motivate you to play defense. It's kind of a you thing. Same thing like when people talk about like the Cavs. Like, how much can Kenny Atkinson make you not soft? Like, that's kind of a you thing.
Can only do
My only thing with JJ is like, bro, don't be over here gassing shit up like you about to really be on these niggas' ass. And then you got DeAndre Ayton talking about, oh, y'all let him like gas y'all like that. So I'm just like, bro, like. I don't think you them. See Kenya Martin said the same thing. I don't think it's like a respect thing, but it
is because
it's one of those things. It's like, bro, and this is why you guys were great, right? This is why Greg Popovich was a great coach. When he got Timmy to buy in, it makes everybody else fall in line. Mm-hmm. Oh shit, Timmy, the all-time great number one, or I think it was number one pick, whatever. The young MVP, the guy stopped the 3-peat Shaq and Kobe Lakers, like. Damn, he letting Pop talk something like that? Fuck, I gotta fall in line. If Luka not gonna play defense, if Bron not gonna play defense, why the fuck is the 10th man gonna give an extra rotation help? Like, you feel me? Like, he is so he can get on the court and keep his check. But
they
like
gonna play
in
LeBron
the psyche of the deep in it, exactly. In your psyche, you're not really gonna go harder because your leader not going harder. Leaders lead. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
they lead by example. And it's not just words. You gotta lead by example. And I just don't think I think JJ. See, this is the problem too. We saw JJ play, so we know he wasn't. He never won a championship. So for him to preach this shit like he know what it takes to win a championship, he don't. He never won one. So it's like you telling guys, and then you got guys talking to guys who are better than you. It's different when it's an older guy because he was in a different era, and it's like you got to kind of respect that.
They kind of see him a little bit appear. I get what you mean. It's kind of what hurt Steve Nash.
He just
hurt Steve
playing.
Nash and Jason Kidd. Like when Jason Kidd was coaching KG and them, that's the
Because if JJ Redick was coaching a team like the Pistons or something like that, I think it would be great. I think those young guys would buy into more of what JJ Redick was talking about. Because he got the lineage to show, like he was a really good player, and he was a great player in college under a great coach. So he has the lineage to be respected by a younger team. But a team full of veterans, I just don't know how much they really respect.
Like nigga, I just played you a couple years ago,
and you really not about to like do nothing.
Yeah.
So I just don't think they really at a certain point, like it's gonna fall on deaf ears.
And I think the only people are getting on JJ for I think at the end of the day, if your supposed top two guys aren't defending shit, like what are you gonna do?
What can you do?
No one's gonna buy in.
Yeah, so I think they that's why I said earlier they still fringe. I don't know about them. We gotta see how they even finish the season because now they just lost Austin Reeves for 4 weeks. So.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Lakers came out yesterday and acted like they had effort, but can you sustain this for a week? Can you sustain it for 2? I doubt it. So I think by 3 games from now, we're gonna have the same problem with LeBron and Luka not actually playing defense, and it's gonna be the same shit. So I don't know about them. I think if they was to go against a young team, they would have a lot of problems.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're going against anyone that runs, any type of athletic. they're fucked.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
So, yeah. I think they got to figure out that defensive side, but they're also kind of old. And, yeah, I don't think the Lakers will be able to truly build a contender until they offload that Braun contract.
Yep.
And they go get some wings and some defenders. Because what they need to do with the Lakers mindset needs to be, I need to rebuild that 2014 Dallas team in LA. You have your Austin Reeves can be the Kyrie. Go get you some PJ Washington, some Derek Lively, some Daniel Gaffords. Go get those motherfuckers around this dude and watch Luka work. Watch Luka magic work.
Yeah, but you need that $50 million. You need that.
Yeah, you need to free up Braun's contract. That's what you can go get those three guys. Because
you're supposed to pay AR. You got to pay it because you're supposed to be now. You got to be paying AR and.
But that's cool. You can rock out with two. You can rock out with two max guys. That's cool. And get a bunch of others around them.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's LeBron's 51 is too much.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not taking no damn pay.
Two guys making 50. You can't have two guys making 50 and one guy making 30.
Yeah, you're not gonna have shit around them. So that's where the Lakers stands. Rockets, the Rockets are looking good. They got to get it together. I still think they need a point guard. They're still missing that. That's the only thing they're missing.
Have Van Vliet.
Yeah, I like what Reed Shepherd is doing. The young pick, like he's hooping. But
they need a point guard.
They need a point guard. Yeah, and I think once they can find that facilitating point guard for them, I think
because I still think he got a place on their team, but he just can't.
Oh yeah, he's in the plan. He's for sure show that he's part of the future, and that he can be a nice rotational piece for them. But they need like. I'm not saying go get this player. But they need a Chris Paul.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's what they need.
Yeah, they still need somebody to organize.
Yeah, they need a true point guard. So
yeah, I agree. And then you had the Nuggets and Timberwolves game of the year for sure. I mean, Jokic is just insane, bro. This man's insane.
First of all, Jokic literally. I think last episode I said SGA for MVP.
You think it's Jokic right now?
After that Christmas game. What do you have? 56, 16, and 15.
And then you got Shea dropping 3 to the Spurs. Like, and then they just dropped another one to somebody else. They've lost 4. I'm
not gonna hold you. If Jokic is in that top 3 at the end of the season, and I mean guys are closing in on that gap of record. I don't know if this year you can justify giving it to SGA because of record, man.
No, I think a lot of teams are going to be pretty close to them in record.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I don't think you can do what you did last year and be like SGA got it off record. I don't think that's going to apply. Yeah. And the thing is, like with MVP, like you have these important games, these important matchups, and like your first real important matchup of the year is Christmas.
Right.
Like that's the first. Because, for the most part, yes, we have the in-season tournament. It's fun to watch on the Friday nights with the cool courts. But I think for the national audience, Christmas signals the start of the NBA. Because we're still watching football. This is the first time, like, oh, shit, NBA. Okay, like, who's doing good? Oh, the Pistons are doing good? Like, it's your first time to really watch, guys. And, I mean, kudos to both teams. That was a great game.
Yeah.
Jokic just put on a masterclass. I mean, that's some 2K
he's one of the greatest players of all time, obviously. But it's just like, man, when you watch this motherfucker play, you just be like, that's just in awe, bro. Just like, how is he dominating like this? Like, he's just it's something special to see. And like,
he has an all-time feel for the game. I think the one thing is everyone's like, oh, Jokic is unathletic, but bro, what y'all have to realize with Jokic is strong as
he's strong,
fuck,
strong
bro.
like bull.
That motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
That and the thing is, like, I said the last episode about the whole COVID giving him superpowers. He lost enough of that fat where he's not getting super tired at the end of games anymore.
Yep.
That was his Achilles heel before the pandemic. Was like, oh man, he's great for 3 quarters, but in the fourth he's kind of tired. I mean, people are still trying to tire him out, but he's good. He's cool now. He's cool on it. And
he could play 46 minutes and he'll be winded, but I mean he'll be good for the next game. He don't miss games either.
And the thing with him that makes him so dangerous to me, bro, that 2-man game with him and Jamal Murray, I ain't gonna hold you right now in the league. That might be I would say for the last 3 years, maybe
Mm-hmm.
3-4 years. That was probably like the best 2-man game.
Yeah,
Like,
it's hard to stop.
like when they go late game and they're doing a pick and roll, they can do it either way. You're like, fuck. Like, what do you do?
Especially when you got Jokic hitting threes off the. It's like, you don't ain't nothing you could do, bro.
Or you let Jamal use Jokic's big body to get that guard off him so he can put up some crazy shit and knock.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very difficult 2-man to stop. And when you have the passer that's the level of Jokic, bro, like, and then you add in Aaron Gordon who's creeping. All right, so like y'all playing y'all 2-man game over there, the three of us playing our off-ball game here. I'm gonna either sneak off and get a little putback dunk to off y'all miss, or Jokic, hey, hit me on the cut. Like, they're the Nuggets. Yeah, the Nuggets are real, man. Yeah. And the pickups they got this year with Cam, more so offloading MPJ, but getting Cam, getting Tim Hardaway Jr., then you got Bron doing this thing.
See, because that's another situation, bro, where it's like they got off a guy they should have got off a couple years ago, but they finally
But I think they did good, though. They did good.
No, but they got him off at the right time. Because it's like, now look what you was able to bring in by freeing up that. You know what I'm saying?
And I understand why they kept him too. You know, again,
it's cool.
Success.
It was after the championship. You don't want to get rid of him that next season. You want to kind of feel it out and see how it go. But they'd be bad
did it right.
if they would have held him this year and then they tried to get rid of him. It's like if he came back this year, it would have looked bad. He needed to go. Terrible. They needed to free up that space for somebody else because his space wasn't so important in that space that somebody else can't fill it. Somebody else might be able to give them what they need today. What he was giving them 4 years ago when they won or whatever, that was perfect. But exactly, like and Struthers is good. I like Struthers.
Yeah, that's a rookie.
He's like second or third.
Yeah, he went to Gonzaga.
Yeah,
sophomore.
And then they brought back Bruce Brown, who understands how to play with Jokic and Jamal. So it's like
I feel like they should have never got rid of him.
Never,
man.
Never.
They never got rid of him.
Paid him.
Yeah,
they should just paid him that money because he was worth it. It wasn't like he went and got a
he was their bench and he did great for them in the playoffs.
He got him that helped them get that ring. Remember, he had a big game 6.
Yeah. He was a very, very, very important part of that bench in that run.
Yeah, but I think we just seen Jokic be one of the greatest players of all time. You know what I'm saying? As great as Shea is, he's not as good as Jokic. Nowhere near it. I'm sorry. Shea's really good, bro. But he's not that. Like he's a great scorer. But that's what SGA is going to go down as, a great scorer. Jokic is going to go down as a top 10 player of all time.
So
I don't know if you're going to get that from Shea.
Let me ask you this: since we talking about Jokic all the time, you know what I'm about to bring up.
Go ahead.
Jokic versus Shaq.
I think Shaq would have had trouble. Now, which Shaq we talking about?
Let's start with the Laker one because I think Orlando one's a little easier because he has less weight and he's a little bit more mobile. Well, let's talk. Let's talk MVP. Let's call MVP Shaq.
I think Jokic would have had a lot of trouble, but I think Shaq would have had a lot of trouble too. I think Jokic is a better rebounder than Shaq. Shaq's
you think so?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, but Shaq's thing was just that he was just so much bigger than everybody else and stronger. But I don't know how much. What is Jokic, 7'1", 7'2"?
6'10". He's 6'10". I think 6'10". I think he's 6'10".
Shaq 7'2".
Yeah, my only.
Shaq was so much stronger. Shaq probably would have dominated Jokic. He probably would have dominated Jokic. But if we're talking about now, see, this is the thing: are we talking 1-on-1 or are we talking 5-on-5? Because if we talking, I'm
talking. See, for me, we talking basketball. So
it's 5-on-5.
I'm talking whose impact within a fight. You put 4 other guys around each of them, and they're going at each other in terms of like a matchup, right? So it's not necessarily every play I'm going 1-on-1, but I'm trying to outplay you and win the game. That's how I look at it when I talk basketball. When I say a Bron versus Kobe, a Shaq versus.
I think if you look at the numbers, Shaq would have had like 35, 40 on Jokic, but Jokic would have been diamond. And
he's 6'11". By the way, Jokic is 6'11".
He would have been making Shaq have to step out. And Shaq don't want to do that. So I feel like offensively, Shaq might have dominated him, but I feel like the way he would have to defend Jokic would throw his game off a bit. Because Shaq was usually able to just stay down in the paint, not use too much energy. Shaq was we always know. Now, I think Jokic could have outworked Shaq. I think Jokic, see, that's what I mean. Jokic can get some of those boards that Shaq don't want to
Okay,
really go
so
for.
that's what I
You
wanted to
feel
talk
me?
about. That's what I wanted to talk about. So you said rebounding. My only thing with that, Jokic is a great rebounder. I will give him that.
Mm-hmm.
But we also have to be realistic. Jokic isn't banging with real centers as much as a Shaq banged with real
For
centers.
sure.
Shaq was getting 12-ish boards on real centers.
Yeah.
Jokic is getting 13 in this era of tweeners.
Yeah.
I ain't saying Jokic can't rebound and bang with centers. But what I'm trying to say is that physicality, I think, like for example, right? I know they beat the Clippers, but go back and look at how much Zubac had Jokic working down there physically.
He did.
I think, and I agree on that perimeter because Shaq is a little arrogant, and Shaq would not want, especially Lakers Shaq, is not trying to step out on the perimeter.
Yeah.
So Jokic is going to be chilling and knocking down some shit from outside.
But after
and
a while,
eventually Shaq is gonna have to come out there.
Yep.
And I would love to see if Jokic would be able to take him off the dribble. That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, thing is, Shaq was so much more athletic.
Mobility?
Shaq was so much more athletic than Jokic.
He is, but Jokic is so smart with his dribble down there.
His positioning,
and
the way he puts his body. That's
he
why
understands.
I think he would have still done okay on the rebounding side because there's a lot of those offensive rebounds that we know
Shaq is very lazy
really
about.
He's lazy. So
he'll be
go
lazy.
for
I
all
agree.
Of those.
I think Jokic is cerebral enough to take advantage of those lazy moments, understanding like, okay, I'm not going to kill this guy.
That's why I say,
but I'm going to have to hustle. I do think
he would have outworked him. It'd
have been a tightened battle.
But Shaq would have overcome him eventually.
And the reason why I think that is over time, right? That banging and down low and the physicality, I think, would wear down Jokic quicker over time at the end of the game than it would Shaq.
For sure.
It would be like watching two heavyweights in the fucking 12th round. They're both tired as hell.
Yeah.
You know, they're both about to drop. And I just think Shaq would just be able to get one more punch at the end. To get
I agree. I think Shaq would overwhelm him. But I think Jokic would change the way that they have to defend.
Oh, Shaq would hate it. Big Country used to cook Shaq off the jumpers.
They would probably throw. Well, I mean, they don't really usually have another guy out there that's as big as Jokic. So Jokic, they wouldn't have another guy out there. So I was about to say
Jokic. Jokic.
I was about to say
in the matchup, Jokic has to guard Shaq.
I was about to say
Jokic would have to guard Shaq.
Yeah, I was about to say you could throw the 4 on, but you really couldn't do that.
I think they both
championship teams. I think they 4 was Robert Horry. So you really can't do that.
And Horace Grant was there
for the first one.
Horace Grant was there for. Was it the first one?
I think so.
Well, first of all, Robert Horry ain't guarding shit.
Neither was Horace Grant. So
yeah. But I think you could throw Horace Grant there. But then what? You gonna put Shaq on Aaron Gordon? So Aaron Gordon gonna be shooting threes?
No, you ain't gonna.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's the type of matchup where neither one wants to guard the other because of how good they are offensively. But I don't think they'd be able to duck the smoke.
Yeah, you would have to,
which makes it fun for us.
Yeah.
But back to Jokic, all-time great. I mean, right now I know people are having this conversation about like, oh, he's just the best offensive player. No. And I was one of the people that try to say Giannis is better. No. Jokic is still the best player in the league. He just sucks. He just sucks on defense, which is fine. It's not fine, but it's fine.
But that's fine. Like, that's cool. Like, his teams ain't, it'd be different if his team was 30th in defense. They still be middle of the pack. They're not a horrible defensive team. They okay. So, he does so much other shit that overtakes how much he doesn't do on defense. Because like you said, he still can be a presence down there. He don't have to be a shot blocker.
And he's still a great bro. I really believe that like he realized like, yo, I'm not gonna stop anybody, but I tell you what, when that shit is a miss, I'm getting it. He really turned himself into one of the best rebounders, if not the best rebounder in the league.
And it's not like we see guys dominating him.
No.
We don't see nobody dominating them offensively.
Only person I seen really fuck him up though, when he didn't duck the smoke and was healthy, was Embiid.
Yeah, but Embiid was a freak, so that makes sense. That makes sense. Embiid was a freak, but that's Embiid is kind of like Shaq.
Yeah,
I would like to see Embiid versus Shaq.
I'd like to see Embiid versus Hakeem, nigga. Yeah, that's what I would like to see.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like the physicality and size. Embiid matches Shaq way more than Jokic matches Shaq.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, but and Embiid is just as athletic as that
And he can make Shaq that free throw line step. I would wonder how Shaq
but he got a much better jump shot than Shaq.
Yeah.
So Shaq got to respect
when he stick out to
jumper.
That mid-range, because Embiid loved that free throw area. I would like to see how he navigate that.
Yep.
I would love to see how he navigate that against Shaq, because Shaq would bite on those pump fakes. If Jokic doesn't really utilize pump fakes, but Shaq would be biting on Embiid's.
Yeah. You have to,
sure,
because you got to respect his jumper.
Real quick, I want to talk about the Timberwolves. Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, I love his improvement in terms of gaining his jump shot. For a guy to come into the league and that to be your knock, that you're just a freak athlete and that's it.
Yeah.
And then to the point now where it's almost like his 3-point shot is his greatest weapon as opposed to athleticism. Like, I'm trying to think right now in my mind, like, who was the last guy I really saw do that? And I can't really think of anyone that did that. Came in as like, you should be a slasher athlete and use the shot.
Kawhi.
Damn, good one. Yeah.
Kawhi. Because when he came to the Spurs, he was a slasher, but he figured that jump shot out.
No. It is Kawhi.
Kawhi. He's the last one. But
Kawhi was the last one.
Kawhi is top 75 of all time. So.
Yeah, you're right. It is Kawhi.
Kawhi's probably the last one, but it ain't many. It ain't many. It
ain't many. You can usually do the other way around, or not the other way around. Like, your shot will be minimal, like it'll be passable, not to the point where it's like, oh shit, this is his top weapon to shoot me with.
Yeah.
I mean, what a hell!
He made the most threes last year. I'm pretty sure he made more than Steph.
What a hell of a shooter! Hell of a shooter! I mean, I don't know if the game to me, that was Cavs game was tough to watch. Probably was still entertaining. The back end, that shit felt like a playoff game.
Yeah, that was a great game.
And it was crazy because the Nuggets were up and it kind of looked like they were just getting ready to blow them out, and then
they
come back.
They always play well against each other. That's funny because I was telling Jessica that earlier in the day. I was like, we was going through the games and we was looking at them, and I was like, yeah, but this Timberwolves Nuggets game, those two always play tough against each other. Always. It's always a very, very tough battle because it's like they both. It's like a low key rivalry.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, is that the rivalry we don't talk enough about? Is that the rivalry we don't talk about?
Because Jokic is the best player in the league. I think everybody knows that, but Ant don't believe that.
No. I think Ant knows it. Ant is like, oh, that's the top dog? I bet. Let me go cut his head off.
That's what I mean. Like,
let me go cut your head off.
Like, he's that young guy who's like, oh, I can slay. Like, if it was the Timberwolves versus the Warriors, he'd be like, oh, okay, I'm trying to rip their head off. Just like he put him out that 1 year.
Yeah, you remember that analogy you used about the young guy that wants to kill the old warrior? That's Ant.
Yeah.
Ant's the young guy that wants to challenge the old head slayer.
He's Goku.
He's the old head slayer, bro.
Yeah, he's Goku.
He kills old heads.
Oh, who's the best? Bring him here.
Bet.
I'll come to you. Don't worry about it. I'll come to you. Where's your battle? Where you want the battle? Let's do it.
I feel like great game, and I feel like where the Timberwolves lost that game. I like Julius Randle. I'm a Kentucky guy. I know a lot of people shit on him sometimes, but I love his game. I think it's a good fit for them. I think the game had been tied. It was tied or they were down, up one. But it's just sometimes, like, I question guys' shot selection, Like,
he got
why? It's just like, why are we forcing up threes early in the shot clock when we can get a better shot, waste some time? I know the concept is like you want to score on a non-set defense, and I understand that.
But let's get.
Sometimes you need to know, huh?
Let's get a good shot.
Exactly, time and possession. This is overtime. You guys have been scoring consistently in the half court, so it's not like they're stopping you.
Yep. Just get.
Why go force up a sidestep? I think it was like a sidestep on the right side, and he threw up a three, and I was just like, bro, that's not your. Yeah, I'm sure you could hit that. I'm sure you probably hit that earlier in the game.
Probably hit that, yeah, but let's
not. But overtime, when your legs are dead,
like that,
time of possession.
It's that meme with Patrick Ewing. He's like, "Do you shoot that shot? Do you practice that shot?"
Yeah.
Like, well, when do you shoot? Why would you shoot that? Like,
and I'm pretty sure after that they came down to score the Nuggets came and scored and took a 2-point lead, but just little young boy mistakes they made that cost him the game. I mean, obviously the Ant ejection.
Yeah.
And when he did it, I was like, oh, you fucking
Those are things
I
that
saw it live before the whistle. I was like, "Whoa!" Did he just have the ball to Jokic's hand? And then I was like, when they called, I was
those
like,
are the things that of why they haven't won the last couple years because of those little young boy mistakes.
young boy mistakes, man.
So eventually he's gonna have to stop that.
And I think like the one thing I'll give them, they have willed themselves to 2 Western Conference Finals.
For sure. They're still a threat. They one of those teams where I'm putting them as a contender because they're
a dark horse.
They've been right there. Like I would trust them a little more than I might trust the Spurs because they've had those games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had a 7-game battle with the Nuggets. So they know what it takes to get through a 7-game series. The Spurs don't know that. So like those are the type of teams where it's like
they're a dark horse.
Yeah. Those are the teams where it's like horse. Are the Spurs really a contender or like do they still need a couple years of disappointment to really understand what it takes to be a contender?
And I think this is like, I spoke earlier about Spider having this issue, and I think that I think Ant does too. When you're such a great scorer, but you're not really a facilitator, it's kind of hard to like raise your floor. You know what I mean? Like making other guys better, right? You have a high ceiling because of what your personal scoring abilities are, but can you bring the other players up with you? Exactly. And that's why you like facilitators. And I think that I don't want to be like, obviously Ant should be a better playmaker, right? But even Kobe and MJ, they weren't the greatest, which is fine. You don't have to be. That's why you have 4 other guys
but you need one
on the court with you. And that's what I was gonna say. I think for the Timberwolves to go from dark horse, because we have to put them as dark horses, because again, they've willed their way to 2 Western Conference Finals. Like last year, I didn't think they were gonna get there, right? Yeah. Granted, they got some favorable matchups, right? They got the Lakers, who don't really have a matchup for Julius. And they got the Warriors, who don't have a matchup for Julius. So, but they still got there. So, like, I'm not gonna write them out because the path may again be favorable for them. I think for them to go from dark horse to true contender, they need a point guard to facilitate. Because, like, again, it's not Ant's natural inclination as a player. And even I think in that overtime, they hit him with a really good double team and he turned it over towards the end. Yeah. If I'm remembering correctly. But
that's not his game. That's not his game. That shouldn't have to be his game. Like
they need a facilitator.
They need a point guard.
He needs a
guy who's supposed to move the ball and get him his shots, but also like not have the ball be in his hands when those big decisions need to be made. Because he's not naturally, like you say, he's not naturally a playmaker.
Like run some action to get him the ball and let him score.
Right.
But in terms of like, because what I'm thinking about, like think about it, right? 4th quarter, 10 seconds left. You give him the ball to, or like there's like 18 seconds left. So you give him the ball at the top of the key. He's going to dribble down to like 8 seconds and go, right? When 8 seconds come, if you're playing a Jokic, a LeBron, a Luka, you can't throw a double out the perimeter because they're going to find the open person for layup. You can do that to Ant. You can do that to Ant. Yeah. And he's going to kill time looking for the open guy.
Yep. And if if you're a good enough defender, you could play them passing lanes and get that ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or at least
that's what I'm saying. If he had a point guard, right, the point guard could dribble that down. 7 seconds left. Give it to Ant. Go. Go get a bucket.
Get you a bucket. Don't even worry about playmaking. Just get you a straight bucket.
Go quickly. And that's okay. Yep. That's okay. You don't have to be the guy to hold it for 20 seconds. Like you don't have to.
Yeah. I agree.
You don't have to.
I agree. And I think they'll be better when they're not making him be that guy.
I agree. Like I said, they'll go from dark horse in that moment, and they'll go over to contender and someone again you don't want to play. I mean, even now they're sitting at 6. I still wouldn't want to play them.
If I was the Spurs, I wouldn't want to play them.
Yeah, they got the experience factor. They got dogs. They got dogs over there. So I wouldn't want to play them either.
Yeah.